Hey, Brady, thanks for having me. Happy New Year. It was a great tournament. It was we spent 3.5 days out there, and I'll tell you, we've been to quite a few tournaments in 11 years I've been coaching at Shen, and this one certainly is one of the best ones we've participated in every aspect. Organizationally, it was fantastic. The competition was really good, and I think it really gave us a opportunity to grow the team. And we were in 3 quality games that we had to make adjustments, and players had to step up, and we had to foul shots, and really have an experience that I think will help us down the road.
You guys are 10-0 now. Did you need those close games? Because last year you won the state title game. This year you really hadn't been tested early on. Did you need those close games to kind of keep everyone engaged and focused?
You know, it's a great question. I don't know the answer to whether we needed them. Last year when we went out to OCC, you know that we like to travel. Even when you played for me, we travel out to Proctor, played tournaments, you know, stay the night. I think it's great. I think it's important, always important from a team perspective to take those trips and bond a little bit and you know, get away and just be together. I think it develops some closeness within the team. Last year we went out to OCC, and I think we won by an average of 45 points each game. And I remember leaving saying, "Oh boy, hopefully I didn't screw up." I didn't realize that. You know, I thought the competition was going to be a little stiffer, and it didn't happen, and we ended up being state champions. So to say that you need a tournament like this, I'm not sure, but man, I just think it's a good experience for us. I think that playing against, you know, in 3 days we played against 3 teams from 3 different states. McDivitt gave us a team that was, you know, tough kids. They were bumping you as you were cutting through the lane. They had their hands on us. It really, you know, it made us uncomfortable, and the kids had to fight through that. The next day, we get Rice Memorial, who's won the state championship in Vermont, you know, 2-3 years in a row. You know, they had this kid Ben Shunyu, who was, I believe, the Gatorade Player of the Year in Vermont, and he was incredible. Really had to focus on him. So, you know, that was an adjustment we had to make from one day to the next. And obviously, Bishop Kearney was phenomenal. And you know, they have an absolutely stud player in Quentin Rose, who I believe is going to Temple next year. And it was a remarkable championship game. And the gym was packed. You got 2 teams that aren't even from the Elmira area, and the gym was absolutely packed, and the crowd was loving it. Players were loving it, and we were fortunate enough to come out on top.
It's Capital Region Sports Saturday, brought to you by Mohawk Honda, your number 1 volume dealer in the Capital Region. On the phone right now, Shen varsity basketball coach Tony Dzikas. And Coach, Kevin Herter gets a lot of the headlines. He had 32 points in the tournament championship, but Mike Pizzichetti had 24, and it's really helped you guys get an inside presence to complement Kevin's play. Speak to his play. Yeah,
you know, Mike Pizzichetti is, you know, I just think he's a fantastic player. He's going to get a lot of looks at the next level. You know, he's a young junior. And Mike Pizzichetti does things that a coach cannot teach. He's got tremendous hands. You know, when we're at practice or even in a game when somebody gives him a pass, you can hear him catch it. He just smacks the ball into his hands. He's got strong hands. He sees the floor and the post. You can see cutters. You can see guys open for jumpers. And he's gotten so good at creating his own moves. And if they don't double, you know, if he's got a mismatch and they don't double down on him, he's scoring or getting fouled. And I think some teams learned that over this past week. And he's just a really, really good basketball player.
You've coached with or coached for or against a lot of the top players that have come through this area, whether it be Jimmer, Taylor Battle. Where does Kevin rank in that list?
Oh, right up at the top. I mean, Kevin just is special in the fact that he sees the floor so well that you can take away his points, but he's going to find other people. And you know, Kevin is tremendous. He's fortunate that he is not on an island by himself. You know, that was one of our goals in the off season. And when we had our exit meetings, I wanted to put my tail off to make sure you got guys around you. And you know, we certainly did. And, you know, Kevin's gonna make us look really good because he's gonna find those open guys. And those open guys just gotta, you know, hit their shots. And then, you know, obviously you've got Mike Pizzacchetti inside. And Kevin's very unselfish. Kevin's a team player. He just wants to, you know, he wants the team to win. He could care less. If he has 10 points, wonderful. If he has 30, that's great. As long as Shen wins, he's a happy kid, and he's just a pleasure to coach.
It's Capital Region Sports Saturday. On the phone, Tony Dzikas, Shenendahowa basketball coach. Coach, last question. You're coaching your son this year for the first time. He's a sophomore. What's that like? Is it an awesome experience, or is it a headache waiting to happen every night? Which side do you fall on?
Jake Dzikas is a lot like his father. He's a pretty stubborn guy, and you know, he can be. But I love him, and I love coaching him. You know, I coached him when he was in sixth grade. I coached a sixth grade team when he was in sixth grade, and you know, team camp. He played summer league. So it's really not the first time. It took some adjusting. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, it's always challenging to coach your own kid. Not to see your own kid first is, you know, anybody who says, you know, I treat him just like every other player. I don't know how much I can believe that. You know, I've had to work at it, and we've gotten pretty good at what happens in the gym stays in the gym. So when he has tough practice, he has a tough game, he gets barked at. We're the same off the floor. When he has a great game, hey Jake, super job, proud of you. Bang, we're on to the next. You know, I love it. He's done a good job. I've been really pleasantly surprised with how he's played, how he shot the ball. You know, when CBA came to town, and that crowd, you know, it was a packed gym. You were there, 1,600 people. I thought maybe we would have some soiled diapers in the gym from some young guys, but man, they stepped up, and he was one of them, and it's been a pleasure, Brady. It's been a pleasure.
It's Capital Region Sports Saturday, brought to you by Mohawk Honda. On the phone, Shen basketball coach Tony Dzikas. They're 10-0. They win the Palmer tournament in Elmira over this holiday break. Coach, best of luck in 2016 and Happy New Year.
Thanks, Brady. Happy New Year to you too.